Hello everyone, my name's Mrs. Me. I hope that you are super excited to learn about math. Math is one of my favorite things to teach. Some of you guys are in my class and some of you are in Mrs. Wilson's or Mrs. Dinter's class, but you guys are all going to be learning math here today. So our goal for math today is I can identify numbers within 120. So by the end of the day, hopefully we are going to get better at identifying our numbers within 120. Okay guys, we are going to warm up our brains. We've got to get it working for our math lesson. So to do that, we are going to be lifting our arms. But while we're doing that lifting, we are going to be counting by tens, starting at 0 and going to 120. Now, to warm up our brains, you have to do it with me. If you just listen to me, it won't be nearly as fun. So you have permission to leave your tablet where it is. Stand up, push your chair in, stand behind it, and get ready to lift your arms like you are pushing something heavy up with me. And counting by tens. Are you ready? Let's go. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Keep going. 110, 120. Nice job. Hey, so counting by tens is something you did in kindergarten. Now I want to give you a challenge. We are going to count by fives. Every time we count by fives, we are going to march. So when you lift your arm and your leg, you count by fives. And we are going to go all the way to 120 again. Are you ready? Let's go. Arms up, ready to march. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Keep going. 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 105, 110, 115, 120. Great job. Hey guys, now we're going to work on our I can statement. I can identify numbers within 120. 120 is the first grade, so this is our 120 chart. This is a paper you're going to need for your activity. It says find in color, and it has our 120 numbers on here. So make sure you have that. You're also going to need this little baggie. It's pretty thick. It has numbers in it. You need that. There might be some blank numbers in here. If you happen to pull one out and, uh-oh, it's blank on both sides, you can either throw it away or you can put it back in. But you can't use it for this activity. So if it's blank when you pull it out on both sides, so it has to be blank on both sides, then you can throw it out. But if it's blank on one side but has a number on the other, you have to keep it. Got it? So you'll need this, your bag of numbers, and you'll also need some crayons. I don't have a box of crayons, but I just pulled out lots of different colors of crayons. You don't need your whole box. You really only need one. If you don't want to color them lots of colors, you can just use one. And if your crayons are broken, that's okay. Broken crayons still color. So have all that ready to go. Hi guys, so to complete this activity, you're going to take your numbers. Now, I do not want to just take the first number off the top. I want to shake it up. I want to mix up all those numbers. And I'm going to pull out a number. This number, I know, is 35 because I have a 3 in the tens place and a 5 in the ones place. So that means I have 3 units of 10 and 5 units of 1. 35. So now, when I come over to my worksheet, I'm going to really be looking for one that has 3 the same numbers, a 3 and a 5, but the 3 has to be in the tens place and the 5 has to be in the ones place. So I am going to look until I match that number. Right there is 35. We can see that the numbers are in the same order. The 3 is in the tens place and the 5 is in the ones place. There are 3 units of 10 and 5 units of 1. Now I'm going to pick any color of crayon I want to use. I picked this color and I am only going to color that square because that square is 35 and that is the number I pulled out. Now I do not want to put this number back into my baggie. This number has to stay out until I'm done with my activity because I don't want to pull it out again. So I am going to take and set it to the side just nicely. I don't want to crinkle it. These numbers have to stay looking nice. We got to treat them nice so that they last us a long time. So now, what am I going to do? I am going to stick my hand in here. I'm going to shake up my numbers and very nicely and gently pull out another number. Now, when I pulled this one out, I initially pulled it out like this, but is this a correct number? Is that how we write our numbers? No, so I want to make sure to flip it over so that I can see the numbers facing the correct way. This number is 91. I know this because there is a 9 in the tens place and a 1 in the ones place. This means there are 9 units of 10 and 1 unit of 1 to make the number 91. Now I'm going to look on my chart over here and try to match 91. Oh, I found a 9 and a 1. Does this number match exactly though? No, this one has a 1 in the tens place and a 9 in the ones place. So this one has 1 unit of 10 and 9 units of 1, which is very different than having 9 units of 10 and 1 unit of 1. So I'm going to keep looking. Oh, I think I found it. This number here has 9 units of 10 and 1 unit of 1. Does that match? It does. So I'm going to take a color. And I just happened to pick up a different color than last time. And I am only going to color that box because that is the only box that we are using right now. That is the only box that has 91 in it. So I have now colored 91. I am not going to put this back in my bag. I am just going to set it to the side so that I don't pick out the same number. Okay, we're going to do one more together. I am going to shake up my bag gently so I don't crinkle my papers and pull out a number. Do you know what this number is? This number is 64. I know this because there are 6 units of 10 and 4 units of 1, which makes 64. There's a 6 in the tens place and a 4 in the ones place. This number is 64. Now that I know what number this is, I am going to turn to my 120 chart. I have to try to find 64. So I'm going to look through all my numbers until I see one that matches this one exactly, whereas there's a 6 in the tens place and a 4 in the ones place. Have you found it yet? Oh, I think I found it. Let's see. Is there a 6 in the tens place and a 4 in the ones place? Are there 6 units of 10 and 4 units of 1? There are. So I'm going to grab a color, making sure that I am paying very close attention and only coloring in the box that is 64. I'm going to color that in very gently and nicely using my best first grade coloring skills, trying to stay within those lines and fill the box completely with color. Now, I am going to set this to the side so it doesn't go back in my packet. When I'm all done with this activity, I will take these cards over here and put them back in my bag so that I still have all 120 numbers in here. So make sure that all those get back in the baggie. Some of your numbers in here are going to be a little bit bigger. We happen to only pull out ones with 2 numbers. Some of your cards will have 3 numbers on there. This means that they are over 100. So, for example, this number is 109. This one has a 1 in the hundreds place, a 0 in the tens place, and a 9 in the ones place. So that means there are 9 units of 1, 0 units of 10, and 1 unit of 100. So I would want to be very careful that I'm looking at this. And I know that this is 109. So I would try to find 109 on my chart and color it very, very nicely. I know when there are 3 numbers on the card that it's in the hundreds, so it's going to be towards the bottom of my chart. So I will color it very, very nicely in my best first grade coloring skills. Once I'm done with all my numbers, they go back in this baggie so I do not lose them. Now, you need to make sure that you find 10 numbers. How many numbers are you going to find? 10. So you will pull out at least 10 numbers from your bag. If this is too easy for you, go ahead and try and do 15 numbers. If you want to give yourself a challenge because you think you're going to do amazing at this, find 15 numbers in here, but you only have to do 10. So, I hope that you guys enjoy. Make sure when you're done with this activity that you go back to our Seesaw and post all your work for the day. This is your last activity of the day. So when you're done with it, you're going to go back to Seesaw and post a picture of all the worksheets you've done for the day. Have a great day, guys.